right, we back. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Coffee Run with old Johnny here from Pro Craps on Casino Gaming TV. We're going to play a little bit. You can see, got the roulette board set up. We're going to play some roulette later on today. But for now, as you know, we start our day off with our YOLO. So we're on day 3 of the YOLO. I really should put a screen up, and I will actually. I'll put a screen up that has our totals. But here's our YOLO money. I think we've got like 96 bucks now in the YOLO so far. We've got three wins in a row. I'm going to take this quarter here. Actually, yeah, I'll take the quarter, make it look like reds. There we go with the reds. Let's go 96 across. I think that's what I've got. I think I can go 96. We'll go 3, 3. And again, apologies for the bald head in the shot there. It's all, you know, it is what it is, right? There we go. There's that. There's the $6 to cap off the 6 and 8. And 1 second. There's that. There's that. We'll put $1 on the C&E. And that's going to be it. There's our setup for today. Let's everybody say a quick Hail Mary for me here. Let's get it rolling. We'll get our one shot in, and then we'll sit and chat for a minute. I got some stuff to talk about that'll hopefully make you smile. Maybe not. And then we'll make some money. Let's go. Let's get our 6, our 6, 5, and our 2, 1. And here we go. One shot to make it happen. I know that screen's not very good. I gotta you can't really see the landing. I gotta move it so you can see the landing zone better. That'll pay, we'll pay it regular style, not like we bought it. I know like at some casinos you can buy the 10 at 10 and 15 bucks. We'll just pay it at $27, okay? And that gives us an extra little bit tomorrow for the YOLO. So we're at $27 more tomorrow for the YOLO. Today I'm high on the 6 and 8. Tomorrow I might actually go another $12 on the 6 and 8, and I'll put $10 more on the 5 and 9. So there's our YOLO for day 3. We've made it 3 days so far. Didn't make it that far in Vegas. I made the best I did in Vegas was 2, but there it is. There's your Tuesday, April Fool's Day YOLO. So let's go back to the regular screen, and we'll meet and greet and do some talking here. So give me a second to switch stuff up. That's why I need a producer. Right, somebody else to push the buttons besides old Johnny here. All right, let's let the camera swing over and say good morning, everybody. There you go. Are you glitching? Are you glitching? Yeah, I know the sun went for the ball. I know. I've got to find a way. Here's the thing, right? And I said this yesterday. I moved the camera over here because I want to be able to stand behind the table on the dealer side and deal without my head in the shot. Like when I start filming, and I'm going to start filming some strategy videos again. I'm going to go back to my roots, and we've covered all the math and all the hardcore stuff. I want to go back and refilm Dallas Drawdown. I want to refilm the Duck and Cover. I want to refilm a couple of the Headless Horsemen. I want to refilm some stuff and go a little deeper into those strategies. So to do that, I got to be on that side of the table, and I don't want my head in the shot. So the camera now is way lower and angled in towards the back, which means when I'm on this side of the table, it's literally all head, right? So sorry about that. I may YOLO from that side just to kind of keep it out of the shot. So I'm sorry about all that. Got to wear a beanie. I know. I'll put look behind me. Have you ever seen? You've seen behind me, right? The wall of hats behind me. I got in the wall behind me. I got like 60 hats hanging up on the wall. I'll pick a new hat every day. Maybe I'll do like Jeremy used to do. All right. Anyway, let's get after here. Well, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to find my happy place. I want to do this. We're going to do no daily dose of the eye today. I don't have unless you have a question. I don't have a topic for it. But I'm going to introduce today. I'm going to show you the Friday Follies screen today, and we're going to talk about the unicorn here a little bit. I want to just give you. I want to reintroduce the idea of the unicorn and let you stew on it for a few days. And maybe what we'll do is every Friday on Friday Follies, I'll run somebody's unicorn strategy. Let's see. Lighting seems like a ghost. Oh, or at least an albino. Let me watch the magic. I have an app for my phone now that I can do this with. I can make the lights less bright. Is that better? Make that one a little bit less bright. Make this one here a little less bright. Let's see, brightness. How's that? Is that better? Oh God, it went totally dark on me. What happened there? Really? Wow, that was weird. I don't know why it's so. What is it doing? What the hell? All right. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. There, 51%. It's very shiny, isn't it? It's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so bright. It shouldn't be. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because of that. No. What if I make it red? Can I make it red? Does that help? How funny is that? Okay, we'll leave it here. We'll go there. We'll leave it a little bit like that. I'm trying to get so that lights the table right. You know what I mean? So anyway, not much I can do to fix it now, I guess, right? I got to get new lights in here at some point. All right. Anyway, let's go over here. We'll go to the unicorn here today. I'm going to show you the unicorn rules, I guess, right? What I want you to do is think about your version of what a unicorn would be. Okay. On Fridays, we'll probably roll out people's version of the unicorn, whatever that's going to be. So that'll be that. And I'll give it to you here in a minute. DGen. Do you guys watch DGen's channel? His March Madness tournament. I guess he had a 4-hour match last night. I watched part of it. When I'm home and we're watching basketball. We're big women's basketball fans. We're watching basketball last night and watching the Mariners lose again. And I got, usually what I do is I have that stuff on TV and I got my phone going over here with like DGen or whoever else is on live. And I'm kind of like watching TV and listening at the same time. That thing went on forever, right? 4 hours and something. So, interesting, right? It's about the roles, but it's also about the rule change, right? And you know how I feel about the rule change. The rule change is making that thing go insane with the bets and the numbers, and it's fun to watch. But man, alive, God bless you, Chris, for doing all that. Yeah, and today we're going to go into Daily Dose of DI today for just a second. I don't have a lot to say, but I do have. I'll use that as kind of just a segue, I guess. And today we're going to talk in Trendy Tuesday about maybe what's the secret sauce. Right? We keep talking about the secret sauce, and I want to get to the unicorn strategy and craps, the secret sauce of gambling. Is there such a thing as a unicorn? Is there such a thing as secret sauce? We'll find out. And we're going to play Daily Paycheck. We're going to play some Family Guy roulette today. So there we go. All right. We're going to skip over Daily Dose of DI. We talked to you guys about finding your happy place, and I think unless you've got more questions, that's sort of where I want to leave the DI stuff for right now. The Daily Dose DI, I think I'm going to transition this part of the show into maybe a little bit of practicing, a little bit of live before. Maybe I'll do like before I do my actual rolls. We'll use that segment to kind of practice, and I'll show you my warm-ups and stuff like that. So unless you have questions in the DI place, we'll make that follow along in Johnny's journey kind of a thing. So I'm skipping like a vinyl track. Really, I'm showing. Maybe it's your internet. Is anybody else experiencing what Jen's experiencing? I'm showing full bandwidth over here. So I have a little tracker now that shows me that. I'm showing full bandwidth. So if you're getting skippy, let me know if it's just, oh, it is you too, huh? Really? Interesting. Because I'm looking at let me go again. Let me just look at my output. Hold on a second. Options window. Let me just double check that I have good controls here. Let's see. Options. Let's see. High quality video. I mean, everything looks good. I'm looking at all my little markers here, and everything here looks great. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to keep on talking. If it keeps being shitty, then yeah, I saw your secret sauce there, Buckeye. I will get to you. I'm buffering. No problem here. Good on mine. It's weird. I don't know what it is. My thing shows I'm pinned at like 200 and some gigs bandwidth. Anyway, here we go. Again, I'll use the Daily Dose DI for more of practice time. Kind of like Joe's doing. All right, secret sauce, Johnny's special blend. Here's the thing: there is no secret sauce, and I think we've talked about this before. We think there is, and I think that people who believe in trending think there is. And I think I've said this before, and I'll say it every Tuesday. There's no such thing as a trend in any kind of random outcome game, right? These are games of independent trials, right? We're going to play roulette today on purpose because roulette, for sure, there's no causality in roulette. Everything is completely random on the spin. In craps, I'll give you room for a DI can create a trend by having a good toss and being in a pocket, right? A DI can create a pocket of numbers, perhaps. I still wouldn't call it a trend. I'd call it a cluster, right? But these guys that like say, oh, look, the 9 rolled, here comes another 9. Or on roulette, the red rolled, so red's coming. Or the red rolled, so black's coming. It's all folly. It's all fallacy. It's all bullshit, right? But, streaks happen. And I think that a trend and a streak or a trend and a cluster, they feel the same. They look the same. They're not the same, right? These things just happen in a bunch of random outcomes, 1,000 rolls, 1,000 spins. You're going to have times where there's 8 reds in a row. It doesn't mean that it was trending. It just means that it happened. But the secret sauce is to get there, right? Because those things happen and you know they're going to happen. It's not going to go red, black, red, black, red, black for infinity. It's going to go at some point a little bit of a run. You want to catch the wave, right? And what I always say is like when you're surfing, catch the wave. You're out there and you're kind of bobbing around, and you say, okay, well, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. It's time to start paddling, right? That's what I think the secret sauce is. And I could be wrong. This is the way that I approach it. Okay. Start small. When I lose money, I'm always losing the smallest amount of money that I can, right? I'm what you might call a grower instead of a shower out here, right? I don't go out typically, unless I'm doing my daily paycheck with 320 across and regress down. I typically start 64 and I grow my bets up. I'm going to lose the least amount of money possible waiting for something to happen versus going out huge and praying that I don't get whacked, right? Same thing with roulette, right? I'm going to start, or baccarat, start small bet, lose, and then I get 4 or 5 in a row, win that back plus, right? You catch the wave. You catch the wave by being there at the first one, and then you lean into it as it goes, right? That's the way I view streak betting, or I hate to call it trend betting, but streak betting, right? Start small, lean into it when it happens, and when it does happen, you got to stop playing because those things don't last very long, right? The nice run of reds, the nice run of first dozen, the nice run of whatever, all that stuff is short-lived. Even a DI, right? Like Duracell DI, dice controlled trends clusters, they redefine it to support the position. I'm not redefining anything. I'm telling you the facts. There is no such thing as a trend. There's no such thing as a trend in a game where everything is independent. There's no such thing as a trend. Again, you can create a cluster, I think, as a DI. Clusters form, but it's not. Trends require causality. And I say that all the time. So, secret sauce, Johnny Special Blend. Lose a little, win a lot because you're waiting. And when it happens, you have money out there. And if it keeps happening, you increase the money you have out there, right? So you lean into it when it happens. You're going to end up losing 10 small bets in a row, winning 15. Losing 10 small bets, winning 15. That's the way that this kind of betting style works, okay? So we're going to go ahead and try it. We're going to play some roulette today, and I'm going to show you, hopefully, a couple of strategies back side by side that'll sort of work, right? Hopefully they'll work. If we can catch a little streak, we'll be okay. We're going to play some Family Guy roulette today. What that means is I'm going to play 3 people at once, okay? Peter, Lois, and Stewie. We're going to have permanent press guy on a 50-50 bet. He's going to run probably 2 dozens on a 50-50 bet. Just do the permanent press that I always do. We're going to run one person, Lois. She'll do the hopscotch, which is my other favorite roulette strategy, okay? Which is going to be starting with a 50-50 bet, moving to dozens, and then moving to dozens plus a streak, okay? The other person is going to run a 2-column nollie, right? If you've watched Casino Quest, the nollie is simple. It's 2 dozens or 2 columns, whatever it is. When it hits, you're going to press up the one that hit and leave the other one sitting there. You're always going to be betting table minimum, always table minimum there, but you're going to press up as you win, as you go, every single time. That's the idea. It's going to be a tie or it's going to be another press up. That's the nollie. We're going to play 3 people that are looking for something to happen multiple times, okay? And they're going to sit and wait until it happens. That's it. That's the simplest way I can explain what's going to happen here. And again, it has nothing to do with the unicorn. We're going to come back to the unicorn at the end of the show still. Okay, patience, my friend. I will come back to it at the end. Okay, I promised I would. And we'll finish the show talking the unicorn. So here we go. I'm going to switch over to the roulette view. Give me a second to put the table back, to put the wheel on the table, and then we'll go. I'm going to go here and here. And again, this may require some lighting changes. So give me a break or a minute here while I do that. There's that. You'll see how this whole thing works. The magic of TV. Here we go. I got to pull the table off the floor, right? And throw it out there. Now, I know we have a little bit of a glare. So what I'm going to do here is take that phone app. And where's my phone? Where's my phone? Did I put it down? Let's try and adjust that a little bit so we have a little bit less glare. So what I'm going to do is take the right side light, turn it off. No, maybe we'll just make that a little bit less bright. I don't know. Brightness, like that. The left side, I have two lights up there that are kind of whatever. I'm going to take that one down also. Try to get rid of the shine on the there. Is that better? A little bit of less shine on the wheel. I think there's a bit of a glare there. I can see it, but you'll have to deal with that. I'm going to make it as dim as I can. Anyway, on the right side here, what I've got is 3 players. Okay, I've got one player here who's going to play the double dozens. He's going to do the permanent press. He's got 2 stacks. He's trying to win a 3rd stack. Okay, this guy in here is going to play the nollie. Right, he's going to do 2 columns and just play the nollie on 2 columns. I'm going to have this guy here work the 2nd and 3rd columns the whole time. He's going to work 2nd and 3rd columns, or 2nd and 3rd dozens the whole time. This player in the front with the black chips, he's going to work the hopscotch. So all 3 players will be kind of engaged in a different way. I'm going to roll the ball 1 time, right? And like we say, we're going to try and catch what's coming or what we're seeing. Like I said, you're going to paddle till you see something. So this player is not going to go in until we have a red or a black. He's going to, whatever happened last, he's going to do. This player here, who's going to play the nollie on the columns, will not come in until we have a column, and then he's going to pick the column in the neighborhood. He actually is going to play first 2 columns. So until we see a first 2 columns, he's not going to bet. This guy here is going to play the first 2 dozens. He's not going to come in until he sees the first 2 dozens. They're all going to wait until they're the thing they want to happen, and then they're going to start paddling in the ocean. So here we go. Let's just see what we get here as far as something. All right, we got a 14 red. 14 red. So the player on black, the black chip player, is going to go to red. He's going to try the red thing and spread them on out. It's also a 1st and 2nd dozen. Okay, so the player who's going to do my permanent press strategy, he's going to go out 2 units on the 1st and 2nd dozen. That's where he's predisposed to play. The nollie player is going to go out with 2 units on the 1st and 2nd columns. And that's it. So we got nollie, we got the permanent press, we got the hopscotch guy. I'll put their wins behind their rack. Okay, and that's it. Here we go. Let's see. We'll play for about 10-15 minutes here, and we'll just see if anybody here can make any money. We need a red. I need a red or a first half of the board here. We got a 0-0. Everybody loses. Everybody loses everything, which is welcome to luck. Right, here we go. Let's roll it again. And when the 0-0 happens like that, by the way, I'm just going to go back out where I was before. That's kind of like a no roll sort of thing. So here's the nollie, 1st and 2nd. Here's this guy here. We're going to lose. All right, let's do it. Let's get something other than green. I don't really have the ability to spin the wheel like a pro, like, you know what I mean? Like where I can drop it into a quadrant. So we're just going to let it happen here. Totally random. 27, that's a red. That is a loser for almost everybody. Okay, so these 2 guys are going to lose. 1st and 2nd doesn't lose. 1st and 2nd column lose, right? They're going to actually wait again until those pop what they're looking for, okay? Again, they're waiting to catch a wave. They could switch to the one that happened, right? 2nd 2 dozens, whatever. We're going to let them wait it out, okay? Play it your way. I'm going to try and watch these 2, okay? But the red player does win. a black chip, which is great. He goes to the first and second dozen. He's just going to go here and here and take that win and parlay it out there. So here we go. Trying to prove that clusters, the cluster systems, right? Be a small number. Small numbers. 11. Awesome sauce. That goes over here. That's beautiful. So what happens is he'll lose this black one, but he's going to win 2 blacks over here. And what he does, grabs those 2 and plays that streak. I always play the streak as my birthdays, right? That's the one. Now we also have a small, right? So the player who's doing the double dozens gets to go back in. We have a second column, so the player who's doing the first 2 columns goes back in. Again, they're just waiting for what they want to see. Instead of following what happened before, they're just going to wait until they get what they want, and they jump on in. And that's it. Mark Medhatter wants $100 on 17. That's funny. All right, we got 2-1. 21 right there. So, of course, the nollie is getting destroyed. David's dad. We will lose all 3 of these. But we're going to get paid in here. He gets paid 2. The black gets paid 2. The black goes back where it was. It's a tie. The double dozen guy goes back to the first dozen. And with his wins, presses up. He's just going to stay in the game now. We're staying in the game with him. All right, here we go. The column guy's going to wait again for his column to show up. And we got a 23. That is Kathy's, my wife's basketball number. So again, what's going to happen is a tie here, right? The blacks are going to tie. He's going to lose 2, win 2, and go back to work. That's no harm, no foul, right? The hopscotch is basically playing for a tie most of the time. This person here, though, does get paid like this. They're going to get paid, lose 1, get paid 2 stacks of 3. Sorry, 3. I had an extra chip out there. 2 stacks of 3. They go up 1, and take a chip back for profit. That's the permanent press guys over here. I'm sorry, they're over here. That's it. Nollie goes back. Finally sees the second column, and he's back in the game. And here we go. I am working through my. I'm working through the Casino Quest roulette dealer videos at the same time I'm doing the blackjack ones. So trying to up my game a little bit. There is a 34. That sucks. That sucks eggs. That's here. So all of these guys will lose. So he was at 4 units per. He loses everything, has to start over again. So the black is going to go to, the black player is going to go to the red. This player here has to go to 5 units per dozen. Permanent press style. Again, he's going to stay with the first 2. He's not going to follow around. I used to jump around with whatever came. He's just going to stay here on his chosen dozens. Okay. Now the nollie gets a hit. Loses 1, wins 2. What the nollie does is press the one that hit and go back to the other one. So that's trying to catch a wave here on the 1. This one here is trying to catch a little streak somewhere. This guy here is just playing what happens, right? That's kind of how that works. All right, here we go. Next roll. Next spin. Playing the bullets. $30 people still watching when I play. It's funny, when I play roulette, the audience goes to 0, which is great. 28. Oh my God, we lose again. Holy moly. Where's the thing? 28. That is going to be, where's 28? It's here. It's the first column. But the other 2 guys are going to get planked. We lose the red bet. We lose the black chip. Wowie. So the black chip goes to black because that's what came. The first 2 dozen guys has to go to 6 each now, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. basically his last bullet. He can't really play again. Unless we get a small number, he's out of the game. Okay. The nollie, though, does win. Yay. He wins like this. Loses the 1. Now, the nollie does this. He goes to 2 here, to 3 here. So it's a press, and then 1 comes back. And as that goes, he's going to keep pressing by 1 and bringing stuff back, progressing the bets. Losing a little, winning a lot. Remember, he's only in there for 2 chips, right? He's in there for 2. He brought 1 back. So he's in for 2, but he's got 5 units out there, which is great. These 2 guys need help in a big way. In a big way. What do we got here? We got a freaking 0. Ah! Everybody loses. Oh, no. Boom. That player is going to be broke AF, as they say. He's going to go down. Everybody loses. Oh, my gravy. Look at that. The whole table goes down. Back to black. This guy here is out of money. He's going to just go in for 3 and 3. It's the best he can do. All in on the first 2 dozens. The nollie is going to go back and restart where they were. First 2 columns. That was the last actual result that we had. And here we go. Everybody's going to lose money chasing what happened. Everybody's losing money chasing what happened. Family Guy roulette, right? We got a 34. 34. That's going to be right down there. So the everybody up here loses. So our first player is out of money, right? The dozen press person out of cash. The black chip player loses there. Going to switch to red. The nollie player is going to win 2 and lose 1. So it's a press and a go. And that's it. This player here, done. So Family Guy, Peter lost all his money. Now it's up to Lois and Stewie to bring the money home. So again, you're playing as a team. 1 player gets wiped. The other 2 players got to carry the water, right? So we had $500 over here in the front. We got to make 500 somewhere else, right? Another, 28. Okay, 28 black. So the black player loses, has to go to black. The nollie player wins, which is awesome. He's going to win 2, lose 1, up to 3, up to 2, 1 to the rack. And here we go. This is why you play crowd. But sometimes in roulette, you really get rolling, right? Sometimes you really catch that run. Roulette's a game of streaks, right? Peter petered out. Yep, another black. Okay, cool. Black number 2. So what happens is this. The player playing the black chip wins in most dozens, right? Hopscotch. He goes from here to here. Now he's playing the dozens, okay? On the nollie, what happens is this. This guy, he wins, loses 4, or loses 3 here, right? But he wins 1, 2 there. We're going to go back to 3, stay at 2, and bring 1 back. Now, he's out of the hand. A couple of hits. Remember, he started out with just 1 chip each. In those last 2 rolls, he brought back 2 units. He's free. He's playing free and clear. He's playing essentially with 1 chip at risk. Here we go. Let's get something small and in the first column. That's all we care about. Small in the first column. Come on, baby. No more bets. We got us a 5. That is a small. And it is the second column, so we're okay. Okay. This one loses, of course. But we win 2 here. We just go back to that and into there. Okay? That's how that works. You win. Now he's playing for the home run. He's got his home run play. He needs 1 here, 1 here, and now he's got 3 chips out there for 1 at risk. We catch a birthday number, and he's off to the races. All right? In here, second column, we lose 3, but we win 4. And again, up to 3, stay at 2, take 1 back. A little up and pull right there, huh? Give me a birthday number. We got a 5. Okay, it's on the 5 again. Is that where it already was? Boom. Repeater 5. Tell me streaks don't happen. All right, this is going to be a tie. Okay, he's going to lose this one and this one, but he's going to win 2 there. So he just goes back and back. Okay, Nolly, lose 3. Same thing, right? We're going to win 4, back to 3, take 1 home. We're going to basically tie, but we're going to win a chip every time. He's actually making some money in here. I need like one of these. 7, 8, 10, or 11. That's what we're looking for. That's the home run for everybody. Home run for everybody. Let's do it. Come on. 22. Where's my thing? It's 22. That looks like it's right here. That's good-ish. Again, lose 2, win 2. This goes back. He's a tie. The Nolly, though, gets a win. That's great. We're going to lose our 2 on that column. But now we get a little bit of a win here, right? We win 3 twice. So it goes up to 4, up to 3, bring 2 back. Right? Just bring it in. He's going to press every time. We're going to lean into that roll. Lean into the roll. A little bit bigger here than here. Normally, David likes it 2-1, but we're playing with an odd number of chips here. I could make it a clean 2-1, 4 and 2, and bring that one back. That means you're tying every time. If I keep it at 4-3 like this, I get a chip every time. Here we go. Give me the birthdays. Give me the birthdays. Give me the birthdays. Come on. Is it it's a 6. Damn, I thought we had it. It's a 6. Okay, so Nolly goes down. He made some money back from his earlier loss, but he goes down, which is a bummer. Over here, again, it's a tie, right? Lose this, win 2 here, back at it. Nolly's gonna wait now until he gets a column back and then start playing again. So here we go. He's gonna sit out a roll and wait for his column to show up, right? Hang on, my wife is texting me here. I can't see what happened yet. We got a 7. Oh, yay. Look at that. Woo. Booyah. Look at us go. We got the good one. Okay, so that's going to be, it'll put the Nolly back in play again. So hang on 1 second here. I'm sorry, but she's texting me. So we got, all right, we got, geez, come on. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. So we're going to lose in here. Okay. But we're going to win. Check this out. 2 here and 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So this guy here has pulled the move off, right? So what we're going to do here is that we're going to pocket what we can, right? Get back his money. He's back to even, right? He has 2 units in profit. Now we come out with red as a 2-unit bet. We're going to press him up. Take his profits, leverage him out there in 2 units. The Nolly goes back out. He saw his column. He's back out. He's waiting for a column to come, and then he's going to kind of start swimming. So here we go. If we catch a red here, we're playing the same system with a double unit. Or you could take back your $200 and just restart, right? We're going to go heavy because we can. Here we go. Yeah, the 2 column or the 2 dozens are Patrick's way. Stay on the outside. I mean, the insides aren't very good. Outsides are way easier to leverage up. Let's go. First column, small number, 00. Oh, we lose it all. What a bummer. What a bummer. Of all the things that could happen, right? That's probably the worst possible case. All right. Back out to red for 1 unit. He's going to go back over here. We'll play for just a few more minutes. I want to get another bonus up here if I can. Garrison, the word streak is not a word for trend. Trends don't exist. Trends are bullshit. They don't exist. There's a 10. That's a black losing in here. He'll go back out to black though, right? Down there on the nollie, he's going to get paid as 2 for first column. That goes away. Go to 2, go to 1, start riding that wave right there, right? Yeah, there's no trending in a game of random trials. There are streaks, and it may seem like a turn of phrase, but it's the truth. It's mathematical truth. Come on, let's get hot here. Let's catch it. Let's catch it. Ah, red. Lose the black. Sorry, but we're gonna be on number 30, and this guy loses too. So we're just gonna go donate every dollar we can to the casino today. All right, back to red. Again, we're gonna try and catch something. He has to wait until his favorite column comes out. Here we go. Double street drawdown would be a good. Yeah, I could do a double street drawdown. We can do that. Maybe next time we play roulette, we'll do that. I do like the idea of drawing down, as you know. Be red. Nope, it's black. So here we are. We're in a chop. We're in a little bit of a chop. We're gonna lose that. Go to black. The number is 2. That's the second column. So the nollie gets to play again. He goes back out. Follows the winner. Let's go. Let's go. What time is it? 8? Almost 8 o'clock? Come on, be black. Look at this chop that we're in. That is a 1. This guy here is getting destroyed. He's in the chop, right? He's in the chop. When that happens here, right, you're back and forth, you're just going to get slaughtered, right? Unless you're laddering up and staying where you are, you're going to get destroyed. So he either has to wait for something else to happen or change how he's betting, right? Over here, though, we get our nice little win. We're going to get paid 2, lose 1, ladder up and go. So here we got to make a decision, right? We've gotten beat 3 consecutive times, right? Do you stay where you are or do you jump into the chop that's happening, right? And again, not that one is an indication of the other, but it's what's happening right now. You could jump in and say, you know what, let's just go opposite what we've been doing. Let's try something different. Again, it's a total shot in the dark. Probably doesn't matter, right? I still prefer to be on what happened. I still like to see what happened. Catch. Even though we're in a bit of a chop right now. Okay, we're going to be on red. That's perfect. Red, number 9. It's my birthday. Which sucks for the nollie. The nollie loses again. He has to wait one more time for his favorite columns to work. However, the black player does win and moves into 2 columns. Let's go. Stay on red and Martin. I'm not doing the Marty. I know I don't typically negative bet. You know that, right? 34. That is a bummer because everybody loses. That shot goes away. What was that, a red? He goes back to red, though. Nollie goes back out. 1 and 1. Here we go. We'll do another 4 or 5 rolls. I'd love to see both of them hit a home run at the same time. Wouldn't it be cool? Both players got a homer. And by the way, these are the strategies that I use. A combination of these 3 things is a red 19. That's going to be here. So that will win, actually. We'll go here to the dozens. 19 is in the first column. So he wins 2 here, loses that 1. And there he goes. This is what I was doing on bubble roulette, right? I do variations of these things at the bubble. And I did very well, like a little ATM machine. Eventually, these things catch, these little waves. You ride them out, and you're good. Yeah, no phone at the table. All right, we got a black 4. Black 4 is great. Booyah. Let's pay the nollie first. He loses that column, but he has 2 units there, so he gets paid 2 and 2. We'll go up to 3, up to 2, take 1 home. The black player is going to lose 1, but win 2. Now he's playing. Now he's into the groove. Now he's into his system, right? 1 unit paid for all that. Now he's got the home run shot. Here we go. Let's get like a 10. If we get a 10 right here, everybody wins. Give me a 10. Give old Johnny a 10 right now. That'd be so awesome. Can I call my own shot as a croupier here? Oh, my Lord, it was almost it. Almost. All right, we got a 13 black. So this is a tie. Lose 2, win 2, back where we were. But the nollie gets a home run, which is kind of cool. He's going to get paid 3 and 3 and lose 2. He goes up to 4, stays at 3, and brings 2 back. Nice. Here we go. Give me that 10. Give me a 10. Give me a 10 right here. A 10 or a 7. A 10 or a 7. That's all we really need. 10 or a 7. Come on. Come on, sir. You can do it. It's a 9. Also my birthday. It's helpful, but not perfect. The nollie only got back his money. That's it. He lost that big shot there and gets his money back. He's out of the game for a minute. Here, though, we will lose here. However, 2 units there and 5 units there. So he's doing all right. And again, we're going to go ahead and let him level up. We'll do 2 units on red. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a nice little win. He's actually back with $100 in profit. I'll put that behind. He actually made money. The other guys are all getting their tails kicked. He's not that far behind the nollie. But here we go. Here we go. Give me a red. Let's start this same process with a red chip. With 2 blacks. Come on, let's go. Everybody think red, 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 red. Let's get a red. Let's get a red. Come on. Yes. 25. Booyah. That's awesome. Gets paid 2. First dozen, second dozen with 2 black chips on it. The other guy, the nollie, does see his column, so he's going to go back out. Rock the first 2 columns, and here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Roulette's not the same without dirty jokes, isn't it? You need Alex and David here to make dirty jokes, make it funny. Ah, damn it, we lost. We lost this big one. It's 29. Huge bummer. We're down in there. That sucks. We would have had a nice little parlay up there if we'd had that going. All right, 29 though. We'll lose here, of course, and win 2 there. He goes to 2 and 1. And that was a black, so we go into single unit black, and I'll play for another, let's do like another 3, 4 rolls, and then we'll be done. Come back and talk about it. I wish I had the tracker, right? I got to write a roll tracker for roulette so we can see the streaks happen, right? Yeah, I know. But it's not the same, Jen, right? It's like you're used to like those 2 doing their thing. All right, we got a black 17. We got a black 17. That's going to be right here in the middle. That's perfect. Black player gets paid 1, moves to his 2 dozens. The nollie hits the right one, so he's going to win 2 here, lose 1 there, goes to 3, goes to 2, takes 1 back home. Come on. Come on, here we go. I need a small one. I need something on this half of the board and small. Something in here. Something in here. Let everybody win. Let's let them all win. That's a 20. That's good. That's actually the perfect one. That's cool. Wins 2 units there, loses 1 unit here, takes the 3 units and does that. He's playing for essentially nothing. The nollie has 3 units here. He'll lose 2. He'll win 3. 3 and 3. He goes to 4 and 2. Or sorry, 4 and 3. Brings 2 back. He's out of the hand. He's playing for free. The first guy's playing on 1 unit, not for free. Here we go. Let's rock it. Anything in here is going to be good. I would love to see an 8 or an 11 here. That's the home run for him and the home run for him. An 8 or an 11. 8 or 11. Let's go. Let's make it. Let's make it. Ugh. Brr. 26. This poor guy is always 1 off, right? That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. All right, so he lost there, and that's going to be black. He's going to go back to black for the next one. The nollie player does lose 3 here, but he's got 4 units up there, which is great. Those pay 4. He's going to go to 5 and stay at 3. So 5 here and 3 here, bringing back $100. Nice. Pressing that thing up has been good for him. Here we go. I need a black, and I need it in the first couple of columns. A black on the south half of the board, which is good because there's more blacks here. There's only a couple of blacks up there. Let's go. Black and small. 33. Is that right? Ah, look at that. Worst possible case. That sucks. He does win. Denali gave it a shot. Almost got his money back. Almost got Denali's money back. Almost. But he's in the wrong column. He has to wait. He has to wait for his shot. Okay. Here we go. This guy does get paid. Makes his transition to the 2 dozens. And here we go. Here we go. Last couple of rolls. Last couple of rolls. I want to get Denali another win if I can. If I can get Denali to be even, I'd be so happy right now. We got a 32 red. So here's 32. The Denali goes back in because his column came. This guy here, sorry, no soup for you. And he's back in at red. All right, here we go. We'll give them both one more loss each. One more loss each, and then we'll call it. We'll call it a day. One more loss each. That is a 20 black. 20 black. So he's going to lose. He's going to win down there. Win 2, lose 1. And that's that. Actually, I'm going to play this until, well, I'll do one more round of him. And then the next full resolution will be done. It's kind of hard to like make them both lose at the same time. Maybe that's it. If they both lose at the same time, we'll call it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. 9. That's my birthday. No, it's a 9. It's a 6, not a 9. Sorry. 6 right there, third column. So Nolly's out. Nolly's out. We'll play just this guy here. Play him until he wins or loses, and then we'll call the day. We'll call the day right here. Let's have him win. Let's have him go out a winner. Come on, 13. All right, that's good. That's a winner. That's going to win 2. We'll lose the first one, and here we go. Dozen birthdays. Dozen birthdays. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? That's a 5 red. That's going to be here. It's a tie, right? Lose 1, lose 2, win 2. I'm just right back where we were. Let's go. Let's get a birthday. Let's get a birthday. Let's grab a birthday and get the hell out of here, huh? The Bellagio wants their felt back. This felt came from the Bellagio, obviously. This is a gift to me from Gargoyle. He has so many casino-used felts, and he gave this to me. I've got it mounted on a piece of like faux wood. It's a 14. Again, a tie. Lose 2, win 2. Everything goes back. I got it mounted on a piece of like really light wood. I actually got Pro Craps, Roulette, Baccarat, and Blackjack felts on the way, and a new craps layout for the table here. All being printed. Oh, we got it. Booyah, 8. It's the same basic look that I have now, just a little bit different layout, a little bit different sizing on stuff. So there it is. We'll lose this guy here, but we're going to win 2 there and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So the end of the day, what happens? Here we go. He's got his money back. He's got 500 in profit, which covers that person's losses. Okay. If I take this black as greens, and I will, put that back in the thing, covered that person's losses. Look at that. We are exactly, I think we are, yeah, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, $500. So money back, money back, money back. We won a quarter as a family. This guy here home runned it. The family won a quarter, right? Not everybody won. One person carried the water, caught the exact right sequence of stuff and won us a quarter. How about that? Let's go back and we'll talk for a minute here, and then I got some stuff to say. Let me come back over here. Oh, look at the light. The light doesn't want to play along. Isn't that funny? That light right there is very, very sensitive. Hold on, let me get the camera back out. That light in front there, the camera in front of me, it's one of these like super light sensitive cameras that resets itself. So let's go ahead and put the light back on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Let's go. Reset yourself, camera. Overhead right. Maybe make that one right. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Let's try this. Why won't it pick itself back up again? Do that. There we go. Okay, I gotta be aggressive with it. Go all the way on. All right. So here we go. That was Family Guy. The permanent press lost quick. Lowest on the hopscotch saved the day. The 2-column nollie had its moments, right? We had that thing pressed up pretty good. And again, there's times in there where I was at like 5 and 3 or whatever. I could have pulled all that down, right? And walked and had him be a profitable thing. The point being this, and I know that we Garrison came in there and popped in about the trends thing. There is no such thing as a trend. This is an independent trend. Nothing I'm doing there is making the next one come, right? Trends happen in weather, in stocks, and all these things, housing markets, right? Trending does not happen in roulette. It just streaks form. Clusters happen, right? The trick is being there when it happens, right? That bad run that we had, the choppy thing, whatever, right? Then we got 4 or 5 blacks in a row at one point. I wasn't on black, I was doing other things, but you see how at times things just kind of show up, right? I'm gonna build an app that'll show us the board thing, the gamblers gift award, right? Whatever the casinos call that thing, it's like the sheep award, or the sheep sign they call it, right? For all the sheep follow what's happening. That's what this is, right? There's no causality there. We got lucky on the one guy. Because red happened doesn't mean it's going to happen again. However, I do see a lot of times where they come in streaks. So I just bet low and hope that it keeps coming. And I always increase the wins, right? That's it. That's the secret sauce. We go back a screen and look at what I think is the secret sauce. It's that, right? Bet small. If what you want to happen keeps happening, bet bigger with your wins and lean into it. That's pressing in craps. That's a little bit of pressing here in roulette. The minute you get gone. That's literally it. It's not that hard. Gambling is not that hard. It all comes down, the secret sauce to me, bet leveling. It's just bet leveling. It's having the right amount of money out there when the streak happens or when the thing is happening. Having the right amount of money. Betting big or betting with profit on what's in process, right? And if that keeps on happening, then great. You're riding the wave, right? There's no predictive ability. That nobody can predict that stuff. All right, let's jump into the thing that Skill wants me to talk about, which is important. I got to go back here. I think it's hold on, there, the unicorn. Okay, I'm going to give this to you now. I should have moved the slide back a little bit, but we'll get there before final thoughts. I want to revisit the unicorn. So how many people are here? We've got 31 people here. So everybody pay attention. I want you to think about, can you create the perfect, this is for craps, the perfect craps strategy, okay? What is the perfect craps strategy? If such a thing were to exist, here would be the rules that I'd put behind it, right? Number one, if you're gonna play a line, if your strategy is part of a line play, it's gotta be a risk-free line play, or as little risk as possible, right? Survive the come out on the right side or on the dark side, okay? I'd like to see this, no risk for 2 rolls, right? No risk for 2 rolls. Matter of fact, I want you to be out of the hand in 2 rolls if we can do it. Hit the wrong button. Be out of the hand in 2 rolls. So in other words, once the puck is on, you want to be free and clear, potential with profit after 2 rolls of the dice. You can't last more than 2 rolls, right? I say playing across for free. What I really mean by that is I want you to be able to catch a hot roll, be in a position to have opportunity. So survive the come out, survive 2 rolls, be playing for no risk after 2 rolls, have some profit after 2 rolls, and be able to lean into opportunity. For some people, that might just be a molly. They might think that's the way, right? Some of us might think that reworking the horseman is the way with a better come out sequence. Some people may say it's the drawdown. There's going to be things that when we do this, I will pick your strategies apart. The drawdown checks a lot of boxes here, right? It's no risk on the come out. After 2 rolls, I've got my profit locked. After 2 rolls, I got my playing across. However, I have a lot of risk for 2 rolls, right? The drawdown fails on the risk piece because you're out there too much, right? The drawdown with a giant lay might help you. You get the lay picked off and you're kind of screwed, right? So there's all sorts of nuance to this, right? So there's your basic kind of rule structure around the unicorn, right? Safe on the come out, survive 2 rolls. After 2 rolls, you better have profit, you better be playing for free, and you better have opportunity to catch the hot shooter. That's the perfect crap strategy, okay? If you want to lean in on the dark side, fine, but that's not unicorn-like. Unicorns are going to catch the rainbow, right? They're going to ride the rainbow and do their thing. So that's it. Think about how you'd play a unicorn. What kind of strategy would you create that does this in 2 rolls with no risk, shows profit, and it sets you up? That's the thing, right? We've talked about like GM spin, the duck and cover. These kind of things are making the attempt. In 2 rolls, both of these things you're playing for free, but you're also at risk. So think through some of that, okay? Let's get to some Q&A and then final thoughts, and we'll give you back your time. I'm gonna go here to first look at PCs. Anything in the PC area? Yeah, the lighting sucks. I'll work the light. I got this freaking lighting. I gotta figure it out. Let's talk about luck on April Fool's Day. I didn't have luck today. Until the very last roll, I had some luck. The luck wasn't with me today. And yeah, it's April Fool's Day. I didn't do anything stupid today except for have bad lighting. It's my mother-in-law, my stepmother's birthday today. So happy birthday. I think she's 77 now. So 77 or 75? I think she's 75. Sorry, my mom's, I get it mixed up, the ages. She's 75 today. So happy birthday to Grammy. We call her Grammy. Let's take a look at any questions that we have set up here. I need better makeup. Yeah, no shit. If I go into hair and makeup every day, can you imagine? All right, there we go. Congrats, Glenn. I know you sent me the secret sauce. I'll check it out. Didn't see the YOLO roll. I gotta the camera has to be shifted a little bit to get the end of the table. It's on the box. I got to shift it down to get so you can see the dice roll. But yeah, we made the YOLO. We got a 10 today. Let's see, skill, one track mind over there. Okay, so Louis says, in short, a streak is temporary and can change quickly. A trend is broader. And here's the trick, man. The word that you used here is really important, sustained, right? Things are sustained by something, right? Trending weather is sustained by something's moving it along. It's not just random, oh, it's raining today, right? There's something happening behind it. All these things are, I think, important to realize that. And that's the difference. I think trending, you can get sucked into thinking that a trend is happening and that because X, then Y, doesn't happen. And you got to get yourselves out of that mindset, right? A streak can form if you're on it when it's small and you stay on it and it keeps going, good for you. Good for you. You win money because you leaned in. And that's what I want to get to. Okay, final thoughts are this. I want to, without getting too much detail, I did receive some bad news yesterday from a family member. We'll just say that member of the family got some disturbing news yesterday on a health issue. So I want to I say this a lot on a personal note, kind of remind you all how short this all is for us, right? You got limited time. Any day could be your day. Y'all know that I dropped dead when I was 36 years old. Any day could be your day. I was lucky enough to have somebody there with me who knew how to save me. That's why I'm here today. Life is very short. Every day is a gift. And the people in chat, you're a gift, right? I'm looking over here at chat, not the camera. You guys are a gift, right? To me and to each other. When we play together at the tables, I look at you all, my time with you, whether it's good or bad, whether I throw shitty or not, or whether whatever, where it's good, it's a gift, right? And we have to remember that. you're given limited opportunities to make connections, and with a few exceptions, most connections are valuable and good. And keep everybody that you care about close to you. And for the people that I know out there that are suffering, I know there are people in our community, multiple people in our community are suffering and not dealing with great things right now. Thoughts and prayers to all of you guys, right? It's a warm hug from me to all of y'all. And I hope that y'all in the chat will do that, right? Just, and I'm not going to share names and all that kind of stuff, but there are people out there that are dealing with some shit, as you know. So keep them all close, keep them all in your thoughts, and just send out good vibes only. Good vibes only. I know I get mad at Jimmy, I get mad at Koga Ninja and these other guys. Ultimately, connections are good. People are good, and we should embrace those that we have and hold everybody dear. So with that said, I love y'all. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for your support, and God bless to everybody. I'll see you all on tomorrow for Hump Day. God bless.